Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, here we go. So, a few videos ago I mentioned that I'm planning on potentially finishing my Hive fleet by the end of this year. So that's painting every model that I own. Obviously, I know I plan to buy more models. I mean, for example, I haven't got any Hive Chrome or anything like that, so you know that's on the cards. But I just want to get everything painted that I own. So I thought what I would do is get the minis out that I haven't actually painted and see how much of a task that actually is, because that comment was made actually off the cuff. I didn't plan to make that comment. So nothing like motivating yourself, is there? Okay, so this is what I have. So let's just run over what I've got. So I have 4 Mycetic Spores. Now I've got 4 of these already painted, so this is another 4. Now I know obviously we don't have Mycetic Spores anymore in the list, in the army, but A, they make quite good terrain, and B, who knows the future. So potentially I want to paint those, although I'm not in a mega hurry to get those painted, to be fair. Next I have a Trigon. Well, actually this is a Trigon Prime. Most of these NIDs I made before I knew anything about magnets, and obviously I haven't magnetised this one unlike my other 2. My plan has always been to sell this and buy another kit and magnetise it. I know I could rip the scything talons off them and stuff and magnetise those, but actually doing the head is almost impossible to rip it off and magnetise it. So yeah, if anyone's interested in potentially buying this from me, motorbikes going past, you know, it is potentially for sale. It's all been scraped down, it's nicely built in a nice pose, as you can see. But yeah, so got to sort that out at some point. Then I've got 17 gargoyles. These are the old ones. They're the old metal ones. They look really cool. They're just difficult to store, really. I mean, once again, I haven't magnetised these on. One base has got broken. I might potentially rip these bases off and magnetise them, which should make it a bit easier to store. But the issue that you had, you can't sort of just throw these metal ones in a box or anything, because they just chip off each other. And unlike the plastic ones, you can just put them all in like a little ice cream tub and they're fine, but not really with the metal ones. Then I have some Termagants. I've just been collecting those. I have 40 Gants already painted. This is another like 18 there. Just got to get those done. And then I've got some Hormagaunts. I got these off eBay. These were painted. They haven't been scraped down or anything. So, but I was desperate for a second squad. I've already got 1 squad of 20, so that gives me 2 squads of 20. So I've got to strip those, take the mould lines off, repair some of them, and then obviously paint those. I then have these guys. These are my spine fists. Well, they're built as spine fists. I actually use these as flanking devil gaunts. I used to have them in the drop pod, but obviously we've got to flank them now. But yeah, going back to Termagants, I do have some devil gaunts, devil guns, devourer guns, but none of my minis have them on there. Now, I don't play tournament stuff, as you know, so my buddies are fine with it. You know, I just place all my minis down and say like everything's got devourers, and they're happy with that. It's no issue. So I'll probably just keep these the same. Just paint them up as spine fists. So I've got 20 of those. I have these here. How many have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8. I've got 8 Shrike, or Flying Warriors as they used to be called. These are just converted up. I didn't convert these. These were done by a buddy of mine where I actually bought most of my Tyranids from. I bought a whole box of Tyranids, just all in bits. And these were his like conversions that he had. So they got rending claws on his feet, scything talons there, and then wings going into the other sockets. They look pretty cool. Again, I probably have to rip them off and magnetise them. But yeah, I've got to paint those. I haven't painted those because they haven't been that great in the game for a long time. I used to have great fun with them though back in, well, whatever edition it was, 4th edition I think. So anyway, so I've got those. I have these Gene Stealers. Got 14 of these. Now these are in a bad way, as you can see. These scything talons are actually on backwards. I assume some little nippers got hold of these and done them. But I bought those really mega cheap. in like a box of Tyranid bits, and I've been using those for my Y Stealers, or I was in the previous codex. Obviously we don't have Y Stealers now, so I don't know, I'll probably just tidy them up, just paint them up. Gene Stealers, I've got 10 more of the old Gene Stealers here. I've already got 30 of these painted, so this gives me another 10 plus those 17, so that's those. I have 3 of these old Hive Tyrant Guard. Again, well, the flesh hooks have come off, but well, I can't take flesh hooks now on our nids, but I'll probably glue them back on, so they do look pretty cool, and who knows the future of the codex. Must say, not my most favourite model of the Tyranid army, probably one of my least favourite models, apart from, well, I have to say, I'm not a fan of the new Hive Guard either. I don't know, I don't know what I imagine Hive Guard to look like, but neither those or the new ones I'm a mega fan of. But I will get those painted, because Swarmlord 100% needs those, and obviously now I've got my Swarmlord conversion done, I want to get those done. So next is 6 Ravener. One's broken, as you can see, that needs pinning, but they've just got rending claws on there. And when I did actually build these, and I just sort of bent all the towels up and stuff, so every model is different, got like a different pose. So yeah, 6 of those, and I have 6 of these Lictors, doubled up as a Death Leaper. I do eventually want to get a Death Leaper, but I fancy one of the really old Death Leaper minis for my Death Leaper. But yeah, so I've got 3 of those there. So that is it. That is what I've got left to paint. Now, whether or not I can get them done by the end of the year, I don't know. That's a big task. I mean, I do have quite a simple basic scheme, but still, you've got to put the effort into to paint them. So we've got, what, September, October, November, December. We've got 4 months. I still have to get my Help the Heroes bikes done, which is going to happen shortly, so I'll probably allow, say, a month maybe to do those. So effectively I'm going to have 3 months. 3 months to paint this little lot. Can it be done? I don't know, but I'm going to give it my best shot, and the reason why I want to get these out of the way this year, or at least as much as I can, is because 2015 is going to be Space Wolves year. I'm going to start off with Nick's New Year painting challenge, and I'm going to crack on from January the 1st with my Space Wolves, and I'm going to get as much painted as I can next year. Now I'm not going to scrimp on the painting. I'm going to paint them to the highest quality that I can. I've got that test model, which I did. Well, I haven't got it. I've given it away, but I did that test model for Quantum Studios, which, by the way, has changed its name now to Dragon Forge Studios. But I should put a link to that channel in the description. Go and check it out. I'll also put a couple of pictures of my Space Wolf that I did, my test mini, at the end of the video, just in case you haven't seen that. But I want to paint my wolves to that quality. It's a 13th company Space Wolves army, so it's got all the Chaos armour and stuff in there. It's going to be a blast to paint. Really looking forward to that. But first, before I do that, I want to get as much of this painted as I can. It would be like a weight off of my shoulders just to have these finally painted. And then I'll have my Necrons fully painted, my Nids fully painted, well, the models that I own anyway. And then my Eldar will be, well, that's work in progress. That's actually coming along quite nicely, but once again I'm painting that to much higher standard than I am on my Nids, so you know that is a slower progress. And then of course I've got my Chaos army, which I need to make another video dedicated to that at some point. Okay, so that's it from me. Once again, as ever, thank you so much for your support. Making these videos is really motivational to me, and all of your comments and everything, you know, it's just amazing. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have painted half as much as I've done without all of your help and support, so thank you for that. Right, that's it. Tyranids are coming, 3 months of Tyranids. I am obviously not going to just do Tyranid videos, you know, I am going to have other stuff. There's going to be Necron videos and Eldar videos and battle reports. I want to desperately make some more Necron tactical videos, so they'll hopefully be coming shortly. And yeah, loads and loads more to come. Thanks for watching.